Some animals, like people, are gregarious and spend their lives in groups, herds, or partnerships, while others prefer isolation, serenity, and being alone. This character does not imply that these shy animals are lonely, unhappy, melancholy, or sad. Instead, they are self-sufficient, which is how they can live. So let's dive into top 10 most shy animals in the world. Number 10. Porcupine. Porcupines are large rodents with sharp spines on their coats that defend them from predators. The term refers to two porcupine families, the Old World Hystricidae and the New World Erythizonidae. The spiky defense of porcupines is similar to that of unrelated Erinaceomorph hedgehogs, Australian Monotreme echidnas, and Tenricid tenrex. Porcupines defend themselves by shaking their quills or dashing backward against predators. The quills are linked loosely and can't be hurled or projected. They do, however, regenerate over time. Number 9. Meerkat. Meerkats are, without a doubt, the most entertaining of the shy animals and are very funny. They are pretty gregarious among their species and prefer to congregate in big groups, where each individual has a specific task to complete, such as collecting food or keeping an eye out for predators on a nearby hill. They may be tiny, but they are undoubtedly astute. A scorpion or millipede is frequently dragged along the sand by meerkats before being eaten. This aids in removing venom from scorpions and toxic secretions from millipedes. Meerkats are most active during the day, mainly in the early morning and late afternoon. They constantly watch for danger and retreat to their burrows if they detect it. They use various calls to communicate with one another for different purposes, such as sounding the alarm when a predator is spotted. Meerkats are primarily insectivorous, eating beetles and lepidopterans, although they also eat amphibians, arthropods, small birds, reptiles, and plant debris. Meerkats can be found in southwestern Botswana, western and southern Namibia, northern and western South Africa, and southwestern Angola. They prefer arid, open areas with little woody vegetation. The meerkat is classified as least concern on the IUCN Red List because its population has no substantial threats. Meerkats are frequently represented on television, in films, and in other media. Number 8. Black rhinoceros. The black rhinoceros, sometimes known as the hook-lipped rhinoceros, are rhinoceros species endemic to eastern and southern Africa. These rhinoceros are black, however. Its colors range from brown to gray. Rhinos are known for their animal-to-animal friendliness. Their tolerance is short, and they have a sour demeanor that makes them socially awkward and shy. While female white rhinos like spending time with one another, males and black rhinos prefer to be alone. However, when it comes time to mate, all the energy saved by being loners is squandered during mating season. Male rhinos congregate solely to woo a female, while black rhinoceros are one of the most lonely creatures on the planet. They do have the ability to spend time and bond with people. If they are of different ages, they get along better since they don't regard each other as dangerous. The black rhinoceros, after all, isn't incredibly territorial. Number 7. Aardwolf. The aardwolf Proteles cristata is an insectivorous mammal native to East and Southern Africa. It belongs to the Hyenidae family and is one of the shy 5 animals of Africa. The Afrikaans name aardwolf means earth wolf, as the species looks and behaves like a dog, but eats termites from the earth as a rodent. Unlike many of its carnivore relatives, the aardwolf does not pursue large animals. It consumes insects and their larvae, primarily termites. One aardwolf's large, sticky tongue can swallow up to 250,000 termites in a single night. The tongue of the aardwolf has evolved to be tough enough to survive the powerful bite of termites. Number 6. Platypus. The duck-billed platypus, sometimes known as the platypus, is a semi-aquatic, egg-laying mammal found exclusively in eastern Australia, including Tasmania, with family classification as Ornithorhynchi and genus as Ornithorhynchus. The platypus is the only representation of its family. The animals have flattened heads and bodies to assist them in slipping through the water. Their thick, water-repellent fur, dark brown on top and tan on the belly, keeps them warm and dry even after many hours of swimming. Platypuses are shy creatures for the majority of their life. However, they are spotted in pairs on rare occasions. Mothers spend several months with their children. Number 5. Skunk. Skunks are linked to polecats and other weasel cousins. But Old World stink badgers are their closest relatives. Their bodies are somewhat long, with short, well-muscled legs and long front claws for digging. On each foot, they have 5 toes, although black and white is the most common fur color. Some skunks have brown or gray fur, and some have cream fur. Their back and tail possess a single thick line stripe, however. There are cases of broken stripes or sequences of white stripes or 2 thinner stripes. Skunks come in various species, all of which are generally shy. This nature is reasonable. Skunks emit a powerful stink that repels any creature within a few meters when they feel frightened, scared, or assaulted. Skunks desire to live as free, independent individuals for the sake of other animals, including those in their own families. Skunks may share dens in colder areas, especially among females. Male skunks will mate with several females, but will not live together after that. Female skunks stay with their kids for a year after producing offspring and are very protective of them. Number 4. Leopard. Leopards are the most desirable bachelors in the jungle, woodland, and savanna. These large cats are solitary creatures known for their beauty and grace. Male and female leopards appreciate their quiet single lifestyle without doing anyone anything the rest of the time. Unlike many other large cats, leopards do not require a group to hunt successfully, one of the numerous reasons snow leopards, for example, are endangered is this: Sub-Saharan Africa, Western and Central Asia, Southern Russia, the Indian subcontinent, and Southeast and East Asia are all home to the leopard. Leopards are one of the most complex creatures in the wild to track. Leopards are elusive and secretive but are masters of disguise, typically blending into the surroundings. Number 3. Koala. Koalas are inherently solitary creatures who value peace. Above all, koalas cherish their alone time to rest and enjoy peace. Instead of approaching and hugging another koala, they would always approach and embrace a tree, despite their soft nature. Individual koalas have well-defined territories, which are typically well-respected. Koalas can be observed riding on their mothers' backs. They are young. They are, however, quickly left to fend for themselves and enjoy a life of lonely independence. Male koalas may engage in fights if they cross paths, pursuing and biting one another. Koalas like open eucalyptwoods and the leaves of these trees account for most of their food. Koalas are mostly inactive and sleep up to 20 hours daily due to their eucalyptus diet's low nutritional and caloric content. They are asocial creatures who only form bonds with their dependent progeny. Adult males use loud bellows to scare competitors and attract partners. Number 2. Dart-eared fox. Dart-eared fox Otocian megalotus is a species of fox in a list of shy 5 animals of Africa. The bat-eared fox is the only surviving member of the Otocian genus and is considered a basal canid species. Other names include black-eared fox, big-eared fox, Delalandes, long-eared fox, Motlossi, and Cape fox, though these are not often used. The only surviving species of the genus Otocian is the bat-eared fox. The bat-eared fox is one of the shy 10 cutest and most common sightings because of its large ears compared to its face and the rest of its body. Foraging for ants, termites, spiders, scorpions, and crickets is most common at night. Females are usually in charge of obtaining food, while males are in charge of parenting. They rarely drink water since they get most moisture from their food. Number 1. Aardvark. The aardvark is a burrowing, nocturnal, medium-sized mammal native to shy 5 of Africa. Aardvark is the sole remnant of the order Tubulidentata, though several prehistoric mammals of the same species roamed the planet in the past. Unlike most other insectivores, it has a long pig-like snout to smell food. It travels across most of the African continent's southern 2/3, avoiding rocky sections. Animals are both a source of inspiration for many people and a source of beauty in our natural world. Our environment would be like a flower without fragrance or color without them. Their presence in our jungles and homes resembles stars in the sky. Animals are both a source of inspiration for many people and a source of beauty in our natural world. Our environment would be like a flower without fragrance or color without them. Their presence in our jungles and homes resembles stars in the sky. Well, that's it for today's video. This is Tech Cargo signing off. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you don't miss any of our amazing video. Ciao.